Next up, Zulu. Tough.
Hi everybody, it's Zulu. I got second place in the Kenny Beats battle this past Monday, and this is my beat breakdown for that beat. So to get started, I'll play the sample real quick for anybody who doesn't know what it was.
Here we go. Come on, ready? Virginity is cool. Come on, come on. Virginity is cool. What up? What up? Virginity is cool. He's got it. He's got it. Virginity is cool. Come on, come on. Virginity is cool. What up? What up? Virginity is cool. Come on, come on. 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 Virginity is cool. What up? What up? Virginity is cool. All right, thank you.
Top-notch sample selection as always, Kenny. As soon as I got the sample, my initial idea was to use it for like vocal chants and chops and one-shots literally throughout the beat, but I wanted to do something more substantial, and since I tend to produce drums up usually, I thought if I could make it into a percussive element, I thought that would be cool, especially since like all of the stuff at the end, when people start yelling more, when the voices get louder, that's just a lot of audio, and I thought if I made it choppy with beat warping, it might turn into something cool, and that's kind of what set the whole beat in motion. So if I drag this to a new audio track, mute this, also turn this down. As you can see down here, it is pitched up an octave, it is beat warped to be made much choppier, and it is also a verse. Just to explain beat warping super quickly, for Ableton users that may not know, there's a ton of warp modes in Ableton you can use. This one specifically, there's 3 different arrows that treat the audio differently. This one in particular, it's kind of like a gate, I guess, where you drag down this number from 100, and I put it at 22, and it made the audio way choppier than it would normally be. But if I take everything off and make it normal, unreverse it, it sounds like this.
Come on, come on, virginity is cool. Come on, come on, virginity is cool. Come on, come on.
And if I put everything back with the reverse and choppy, it's kind of a little bit of a rhythm now, and then pitched up an octave. So that is how I processed the sample initially, and as you can see, I duplicated it over and over again to make a percussion loop. Once I had the sample the way I wanted, I started adding drum sounds, starting with these layered sounds. It's a rim shot and 2 claps. As you can hear, there's a little flam every now and again because they're staggered, and none of them are on the grid. They're all pushed a little bit back. There's this kick that got added next. It only has EQ on it. None of these snare, clap, rim sounds have any processing on them. Next up is this perk loop from Memblem. Shout out to Memblem. This is one of his sub-rewards. I think this sub-rewards pack dropped the day of the battle, actually. So thank you, Memblem, because that was a big help. Some of it is chopped up, some parts are reversed. There's this perk loop right here that I added. I beat warped it to make it choppier and also pitched it down. And then there's this one over here that I added in the second half. All the kicks, I forgot to mention, are on the grid, but they've been pushed forward with some track delay. Same with the sample park loop itself. All of the drums are running through a drum bus, stock Ableton drum bus, and a glue compressor that's sidechained to the kick. All of these drums, besides the memblem loop and the percussion loop from the sample, are from Oasis Music Library. I believe the pack is layers 1. They're my favorite drums I have on my computer, and I believe for the entire month of October, everything on the website is 20% off. So please, they're amazing. Highly, highly recommend. So once I had the drums all set, I went back to the sample just to get the vocal chops like I said I would before. This is just the virginity part. Everything's beat warped just like the other part of the sample is. This one's pan hard left. And playing in tandem, this one's pan hard right. This one, the come on, is just normal. Pitched up. This one right here is the one I really wanted to talk about. It has this plugin called Dear VR Micro on it. It's a free plugin, and it's essentially an 8D panner, so you don't just have to pan things hard left and hard right. You have access to like a much wider stereo field, I guess, for when it comes to placing things in the mix. And to demonstrate that, I have this Mellotron right here. Also, please put on headphones for this, just so it works properly, so you get the proper sense of what the plugin does. Without the plugin, the Mellotron sounds like this. Pretty standard, but if I take this and turn it on and put it right in the middle and turn this width down real quick, you'll hear it at the top of your head. And as I continue to play it, I'm going to move this around and you'll hear it going around your head and you'll see what I mean. Which is a really, really cool thing that you can do. Again, completely free. It was at this point that I went to start adding melodic stuff to the beat now that I had the drums and a good amount of sample usage. I went and played some things out on like some keys, like an operator patch or two, and nothing was really hitting. I went to look through my samples and see if I could find something to manipulate or reverse or something just to spark inspiration some way, shape, or form. And I found this kaelin ellis sample, which I didn't realize would be a point of contention for a few people in chat, but to those of you that called it out,
you figured me out. You got me red-handed. You got me red-handed.
My initial plan with it was to, as you can see here, take the audio, convert it to MIDI, and kind of like move the chords around, just use it as inspiration, because I couldn't really think of anything. But then I realized I liked how it sounded, so I left it. So this is really just to talk to Kenny real quick, because he did have this question.
I'm putting you in second place, Zulu. There's a lot of style there. I hope you're not stealing. I hope I don't regret that decision.
Nope, not stealing, just using the tools I have at my disposal, just to clarify. So I processed it with this rack that I use all the time. It's just a combination of shaper box with the chord note sidechain, and it also has some RC20 on it. This particular setting is with the VHS noise on, stereo wobble, distortion, some reverb, and the real reason I made this rack was for this magnetic knob right here. I don't see people talk about this knob a lot when it comes to RC20. Maybe I just don't see it, or maybe it just doesn't happen. But the reason I made this rack was to use this. And I'll show you what I mean. Without any processing, the sample sounds like this. And with it, it sounds like this. And that like rippling sound you hear, where it's kind of like dropping in and out, is from here. It's from this magnetic knob being cranked up so much, and also from putting the wear flutter, putting it like right here dead even. Pretty much everything you hear from here on out is an Arturia plugin of some kind. So I'll go through that super quickly. This right here. That lead sound is from the Juno, from Arteria, the migrating lead preset. Just some RC20 for width and distortion. Super simple. Right here is from the CMI V. I got it out of Analog Lab. This sound right here that I wanted to put in this little cut in the beat and also to lead into the next section, and then one more time over here. Each bass is Arteria as well. This top bass is from the Mini V3. Usable bass preset, one of my favorite ones. And there's a sub bass from the OBXA, just right under that. Just to make it more full, both are going through our bass. Best bass plugin ever. In the second half, right here, there's another Analog Lab. This one is bells from a DX7. Playing right here. With some Ableton panning going around the head. And I layered that with an operator instrument that I have. It's just a sine wave going through RC20 with some bit crushing and reverb, multiband dynamics, and then another reverb on the tail end, and it sounds like this. And I layered it with the second half of the bells. And then that's basically the whole beat all together. And you've heard the whole thing by now. My master channel just has this black box plugin, incredible plugin, like amazing saturator, glues everything together. This EQ3, a limiter so I don't blow anybody's headphones or speakers out. And this little $5 thing, it's a device called Swatches, where basically you can take any color that you want these tracks to be and then press a button, and then instantly they will all be organized by color. But that's the whole beat. Now before I end this video, I want to make sure that everybody who sees this leaves with more than just new tips and new plugins and new drum kit recommendations. I've been producing for a little over 2 years now at the time of me recording this, and without communities like Kenny's, I don't know where I would be. With all that said, if you're watching this as somebody who loves music and may not know where to start, as an aspiring producer, or even somebody who knows what they're doing and has been doing this for a while, I have a few resources and recommendations for you. All of the links to the following will be in the description. The first breakdown is the one done by Offside Cam, who won a battle earlier this year. The main thing I took away from his breakdown was the black box plugin that's on my master chain, but this video is good for so much more than that. There's so many great plugin recommendations. The way he does his drums are crazy. You will learn a lot from this other than just getting new plugins out of it like I did. There's a wealth of stuff here. The next one up is Jay Greer's beat breakdown. I would not know about anything Arteria without this video that led me getting the beat collection, and it's been one of the best investments that I've ever made. This is also just one of the best overall breakdowns that I've seen out of Kenny's community, and I think it's another good recommendation. The last video I have to personally recommend is Monkey Rascal's beat breakdown from when he got second place last year. This one is one that helped change my approach to programming drums, thinking about swing, how to achieve it, what to do so, as well as utilizing more stock Ableton stuff on my own time to just push myself creatively. I love this one. I revisit it every now and again just to go back and watch. And lastly, for this video, I have 3 recommendations when it comes to communities to join for production. Kenny's community is the obvious first one. It's one of the biggest music communities on Discord. It's full of some of the most talented people I've ever seen and heard. The streams are always great. If you need something, I guarantee there is a channel in the Discord or a person in the Discord that can help you find it. This one's a no-brainer. Please join Kenny's Discord. It's amazing. My second recommendation is Memblem's community. For anyone who doesn't know, Memblem won a Kenny battle last year and started his own community after that. It's one of my absolute favorite places to be. I've met some of my best music friends here, and it's one of the most supportive and welcoming places you can join. There are also 24-hour battles here every Friday. And my final recommendation is Datsunn's community, better known as Rare Sounds World. It's just the nicest and most inviting place you could ever possibly be. It's where I won my first battles, and it's been absolutely key in my growth. It's just a group of people who love music and also love people, and it shows non-stop. And there's 24-hour sample flip challenges here every Tuesday. So again, if you like competitions, come here. Thank you all sincerely for watching and listening and staying till the end through all my recommendations. I hope you enjoyed and took at least one thing away from my video. The links to everyone and everything I just mentioned will be in the description below, as well as my own links. Give me a follow on SoundCloud, Instagram, Twitter, and if you have any questions at all about anything in the breakdown or just in general, please feel free to DM me on Discord. Thanks again, guys.